just above half of the population is composed of women, and the other half is made of us, men. And yet at the board level, or even at the executive committee level, or in senior leadership teams, you only have maybe 10%, something like 30% of women. That is not reflective of life and society, and we need to address it.
I do think it's a lot to do with inbuilt biases that are really hard to move in a short period of time. And one of them is what we call maternity leave. In my mind, it takes two to make a child. And until we get to parental leave, where we let the decision be made by the parents, you're not going to see the same number of women coming through the ranks.
I think there's been a really concerted effort over the last 5 years to make sure there are more women on boards, particularly the FTSE 350. It's a good thing for strategy, for profitability, for diversity of ideas, if you have a more diverse board.
Well, I think the challenge when you're comparing the two, traditional businesses and tech businesses, is that broadly speaking, tech businesses are almost by definition in areas of natural growth. The problem for traditional businesses is frequently they're in areas of low, or in some cases negative growth. And so the tech sector, in a sense, has all the cards playing into its hand.
When you look at the successes of smaller companies, that's what they're really good at. They can identify the opportunity, but they can put a team quickly behind it, and that would be kind of a key area for traditional businesses to learn from the smaller upstarts in tech.
Looking at the successes in the technology sector, there's a couple of things that sets it apart for me, and the growth rates we're seeing showing clearly that there is not just a focus on delivering today, but always one foot in the future. So I guess in total a little bit more risk taking and looking for opportunities around corners even when you don't need them.
I think it's less about tech versus traditional, it's more about startups versus established businesses, and board composition does need to differ as a business matures.
Getting agility, which everyone agrees is necessary with a fast pace of change, is really hard in a legacy company. And that's primarily because of technology which is already in place, but it's also culture and mentality, and it's the way we've done things for 45 years. You know, that doesn't exist in a new company.
Because of technology, it is very fast-paced, and the way you have to change and the way you have built your team from the beginning has that sort of cultural DNA to it, whereas traditional businesses that were maybe built more on a commercial strength or operational strength now are being faced with a change that they're also becoming technology companies, so they also have to change their culture.